It's the inspirational story of how a doctor helped his patients to heal through humour. Patch Adams was brought to life by Robin Williams in the film in 1997.
Mind if I sit down?
His story influenced two Australian men who went on to establish the Humour Foundation. Now, 20 years on, 62 performers work across 24 hospitals around the country, bringing smiles to sick kids and their families.
We're joined now by two clown doctors, Dr. Quack and Dr. Smarty Pantz. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello.
Dr. Quack, let's start with you. How did the work of Patch Adams, I guess, end up in Australia?
I believe that Peter Spitzer met Patch Adams at a medical conference, and so he was inspired and said, let's do it in Australia. So we've been going for 20 years now.
Unreal. Dr. Smarty Pants, I've heard of clown school, but obviously to become a clown doctor, you have to go to clown university. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Pretty much that's getting kicked out of class every day, your whole life. You learn it in the corridors. But seriously, skilled performers, that's what the clown doctors are. Everyone's got a particular skill, be it actors, magicians, poets, writers, dancers, singers, and we all kind of come together to meet kids at their bedside when they need it most.
That's great.
How rewarding is it? You've been doing it for 11 years now.
Oh, incredibly rewarding. We see kids through their entire hospital journey and get to know them really well. You know, one child who passed away, I'd seen him more in the last few years of his life than his aunt. So we really get to know these kids.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, what sort of reaction do you get from people when you tell them that you're a clown doctor?
Well, they say, how did you get into that and how can you do it? I mean, we're in the hospitals every week, a couple times a week, and it's 90% joy and 10% heartache, what we do. But that 90% joy is tremendous, and we're able to put that back into the hospitals, back into the system, into the families, and most importantly, the children.
What kind of changes do you see in the children? I guess if you guys are seeing them, as you say, very often, what changes do you notice?
Well, it's interesting you say that, because just recently we were in intensive care and there was a little baby, high heart rate, a heart rate that doctors couldn't work with, which means they couldn't go in and do their work. We came in giving mum a back massage while my colleague played the ukulele. We all watched the screen and we saw the heart rate drop in 5 points, 10 points, 15, and the doctors could swoop in and do their work. That's in effect what the clown doctors bring to the hospital.
Yeah, it's a wonderful specialty. Now, Dr. Smarty Pants,
Yes.
Dr. Quack,
Yes.
speaking of specialties, we understand that you have a very special trick or demonstration that you'd like to show
yes,
us.
Absolutely.
Of course, yes.
Did you get the email? Because I didn't get that.
Yeah, we did. Yes,
You
yes.
did?
We brought our
Absolutely.
very expensive musical instruments for you, and we're going to serenade you.
Lovely.
Okay.
Don't worry, I bog bill. I won't charge you for the consultation, Tom.
Doctor, we'll serenade
Yes.
while we give little back massages as well, if that's all right.
Now,
You
there are some
folks have
side
been on
effects.
your
Yes.
bottoms all day here. I hope we can say bottoms.
No, that's fine.
And we want to give you a little treatment of what parents and staff get as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Dr. Quack.
There are some side effects to this treatment, Tom. You may start dribbling on your paperwork. Your eyes may roll back in your head.
It's very relaxing,
You may,
isn't
hang
it?
on. Tom's purring. There he is. He's purring. And then the beautiful music comes in.
Oops, my chair just gone.
You careful,
lovely.
you'll end up in hospital, Dr. Smarty Pants.
Thank you, Dr. Quack.
You can't help
Thank
but
you.
smile, right? Tom and I just smiling through the whole thing. We talked about children. You also work with the elderly patients. What kind of effect does... Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm
She's
just
born
falling
that way.
over. Yes.
Trying to fall off the stools.
But yes, we work with the elderly. It's another program called Elder Clowning, and it's just like the Humour Foundation, we're revolutionising the way we interact with people. We did it 20 years ago when we got into one hospital, and at that point they said, what are you doing here? And now they say to us, why aren't you here more often?
Yeah.
So we're moving into aged care, and hopefully we'll get into that middle section one day too, which is where we're all getting to.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for the
Thank you,
smiles.
Quack.
Keep
That
up your
was
amazing
wonderful
work.
massage.
I think I'm full.
For more on the Humour Foundation, just head across to our website.
Good stuff.